All right, golfers, today I want to discuss one of the most overlooked components of your golf swing. It literally lays the groundwork or the framework for the remainder of your swing, and that key piece is the takeaway. So too often, too many days, when I'm on the lesson tee, I see golfers set up, really athletic stance, really good posture, good grip. When they go to take the club away, they either increase the space between the butt of the club and their pelvis in some sort of fashion like this. With that either comes a rolling of the forearms in either direction, either opening or closing the face. Other times we'll see golfers set up and they'll abruptly kind of whip the handle in. The club head will go behind their rear end here. Again, the face could be closed, but more often than not, that one usually is associated with an opening of the club face and a rolling of the forearms. So again, we'll also see players kind of create too much space between the lead arm and the torso. The forearms start to kind of go up and around like this, opening the face. So I want to give you some simple exercises, some simple drills, some good visuals here to create a perfect takeaway for your golf swing. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab a magnetic tool that just attaches to the club face here. And kind of, again, just quickly rehearse some of those poor takeaway positions, just so you can see how the magnet's kind of moving all over the place and pointing excessively to the ground or excessively to the sky. So what I'd like you to do is get a mirror or turn your camera on here and go ahead and set up and feel like this butt of the club stays closer to your thigh. If it's 4 or 5 inches or 6 inches from my pelvis here to dress, I want to feel like, if anything, I'm shortening that radius. It's going to 4 inches from my pelvis, right? Again, that's an exaggerated feel to keep the lead arm attached or close to my torso. While I'm doing this, you can see the face is staying somewhat stable. There's no excessive twisting or rotating in either direction. So again, as I go back, boom. And then, you can just kind of keep feeling what it feels and looks like to get the club to shaft parallel. Boom. That's really what we're looking for in a position like this. Really trying to see the club head in line with the hands, not behind the hands, not excessively outside the hands. There's probably a, inch and a half window. It's probably acceptable. And if you're a player that, has the club here in your takeaway, boy, is this going to feel, radical to you. So we'll remove the magnetic tool now just to kind of give you some visuals of what it's like without it. Again, I'm setting up my good athletic posture here. Lead arm feels attached. Not much going on with the hands here. There's no rotation, pronation, or supination in either way. Just a lot of stability. My lead hand, my glove almost looks like it's looking at the back of the target. The club face almost feels like it's staring at the ball for a longer period of time. Another great exercise you can do is you can grab an alignment rod, and in this case, I'll kind of put 1/3 of it down the club here, 2/3 of it outside, and I'm just simply going to put it along my left hip. And the key here, and I'll do this from face on first, as I do this, is that alignment rod is not lengthening, nor is it excessively shortening when I go back, right? And nor is it coming detached from my body in any way, right? It's not coming detached there. It's not coming detached there. It's not lengthening. It's not shortening. I'm not rolling forearms. Really, all I'm going to do is feel like it's touching. If there was a little loop here, it's going to kind of stay in that loop, right? It's going to feel like my hands are arcing in there a little bit. It's probably moving a 1/4 inch in either direction, but a 1/4 inch sure isn't, 6 or 7 inches. So you can kind of see that stability in the early portion of that takeaway. And again, if I get up again, I just want you to really kind of see that. This particular exercise I'd probably do from about the ball till about, probably could do it to, middle of my right thigh. Boom. It's definitely going to give you that feeling of the club head staying outside the hands. It's definitely going to get rid of that for you. And again, if I'm a good player and this is my issue, I'm really going to dedicate it and become accountable and put some time into fixing this. I'm going to do this, on the range, on the practice facility, at my workspace at home, if you will, your garage or something. If you have a net, it's something I'm going to put some time into, a few minutes a day or at least 45 minutes a week or so, 30 minutes a week. And you'll really start to see some changes in your ball striking. You'll really start to get some more center face hits. Again, because all these other motions are really distorting the geometry. If you just look at the club head in any of these weird positions here, just think what it has to do to come back to make good contact or solid contact with the ball. this really starts to lay just a really good foundation, right? So that's a great and simple exercise that anyone could do. Another great and simple exercise anybody could do is just take the butt of the club, my belly button's here, just place the club against my kind of 2 or 3 inches below my belly button there. And then don't choke down on the club, just kind of stick it in there. And just make some minuscule rehearsals there. I feel like my pelvis is engaged, my obliques are engaged, and I'm just taking this club, back from the ball 12 inches or so, just to really feel the stability of just no twisting, no snapping up, no dragging, no any of this stuff, just to kind of solidify everything. So again, just to paint that picture one more time for you here of what a good takeaway looks like. We're setting up at address. Lead arm feels like it's a little more attached or closer to the torso. It's not going to float. Boom. Right, so we're feeling wrists start to set a little bit. Boom. Love that right there. That's just in a really athletic position. Now my geometry is pretty neutral. I'm really in a good position to kind of complete the remainder of my backswing. So the next time you're at your practice facility or your workspace, please give this drill and these exercises a try. But more importantly, if you can like this video, comment below, follow along on this YouTube journey as we make videos for you to help your golf game improve.